Welcome guys sa second asynchronous lecture natin for our subject, Mathematics in the Modern World. So for this subject, or for this session, we'll be talking about elementary logic. Okay? So at the end of the session, hopefully, ito yung ma-accomplish natin. So the first one is to define and recognize the preposition. Next is to determine the truth or falsity ng statement. Third is yung introduce and illustrate natin yung iba't ibang logical connectives used in compound statements. And last is to find the truth value of compound propositions using logical connectives. Okay, so propositional logic. So as an introduction, kailangan ay introduce muna natin kung ibig sabihin ng logic. So logic is defined as the science of correct reasoning. So it is also the study of logic relationships between object and forms the basis of all mathematical reasoning and all automated reasoning. Okay? Then pag sinabing propositions, ang propositions daw is a sentence that captures the general idea of a statement. Okay? So later may mga iba't iba tayong cases or examples how to identify if a given statement is a proposition or another type of sentences. Okay, or statement. Okay? So, ito na yung mga common kinds of sentences. So, we have simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, tsaka compound complex sentence. So, combination ng 2 and 3. So, yung first one daw, a simple sentence is a sentence that has one independent clause. Okay? Then, compound statement, a sentence is sentence that contains two or more independent clauses joined by conjunctions. Okay? So, yung mga terms na 'to na binabanggit, yung ito may independent clause. So, meron siyang single subject tsaka verb. Then dito, dependent clauses joined by conjunctions. So, itong conjunctions na 'to, ito yung connectives na pag-usapan natin later on. Okay? Then yung third one is complex sentence that contains one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. Okay? Then yung last is compound complex sentences na ibig sabihin niya is compound sentence with one or more independent clauses. Okay? Pero ang mas pinaka-importante na dito sa atin is yung mga compound sentence or compound statements natin. Okay? But according to the purpose of speaker or writer, sentences are more classified as follows. So ito din mas ginagamit na classification ng sentences. So yung first one is yung declarative sentence. Okay. So used to make statements of facts, wish, intent, or feeling. So as an example sentence daw niya, I wish I could visit my grandparents this summer. So declarative sentence siya kasi dinedeclare niya na gusto niyang bisitahin yung grandparents niya. So nag-wish siya dun, no? So declarative na agad yan. Or the expression ng feeling na gusto niyang i-visit yung grandparents niya. Okay? Or an intent. Okay? Nagpaplano siyang mag-visit. So same lang din. Then number two is imperative sentence. Used to state a command, request, or direction. So as an example, we have please do not answer in chorus. So you are giving a command na wag mag-answer in chorus. Okay, so ganun yung mga imperative sentences. Number three is interrogative sentence. So used to ask question. So lahat ng sentences na nag-ask ng question fall under this category. So let's say for example, did you prepare for the final examination? So we have a question mark. So basically, understood na agad natin na question yung given statement. Okay? Then last is yung exclamatory. So sentence that is used to express strong feelings. So usually, mas na relay natin yung strong feelings kapag may exclamation points, no? So parang kung babasahin mo siya, may diin siya dun sa pagdating dun sa word na yan kasi ah yun nga, may strong expression of feeling dun sa pag may exclamation point siya. Okay? So basically, mas simpler classification to ng sentences bukod dun sa kanina. Okay? So, let's say for example, yung following sentences. So, classify daw natin if it's declarative, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory. So, yung first one, the principal will visit classes starting next week. So, wala namang question, walang ah, hindi nag-express ng feeling yung sentence, and hindi naman siya nagbibigay ng command. So, basically, binibigyan lang tayo ng information. So, siya ay an example of a declarative sentence. Okay? And number two, ouch, I cut my finger. Okay? So, nagkameron ng strong feeling dito sa pagsabi niya ng ouch. So, meaning, meron siyang exclamatory sentence. Okay? Then, yung mga nakalagay na ah, itong mga sagot na nilalagay ko, di siya yung actual na ah, tawag nito, yung di siya yung acronym para dun sa word na yun. Nilagay ko lang kasi hindi siya magkakasya dun sa mismong sentence natin. No? So, basta para may guide lang tayo. Then number three, turn right at the fourth traffic sign. So, we are giving direction, giving command. Ibig sabihin, ang example na to is an imperative sentence. Okay? And yung next is, have you heard of the good news? So, question. So, pag may question, interrogative sentence na siya. Then last is, please do reserve December 7 for me. Okay, so imperative sentence siya kasi binibigyan mo siya ng command na i-reserve sa yung araw na yan, particular day na yan. Okay? So, bakit kailangan natin pag-aralan to? It is important para uh, ma-classify o ma-identify natin kung proposition yung given statement niya. Okay? So, halimbawa itong following nito, which sentences can be answered as either true or false. So, ibig sabihin, kapag proposition siya, uh, these are statements or sentences na pwedeng sagutin ng true or false. Okay? So, once na hindi siya pwedeng sagutin ng true or false, hindi siya proposition. So, let's say, sub number 1, Rowena is passing in mathematics. True or false. So, it may be true, it may be false, depending dun sa pag chinek natin yung grade na Rowena. So, si number 1 can be true or false. So, meaning siya ay proposition. Ano? Next, pass the paper and then leave the room. So, sa number 2, anong klase siya? So, di mo naman pwedeng pass the paper and then leave the room. True. Or pass the paper and leave the room. False. So, hindi mo siyang pwedeng sagutin ng true or false. So, ibig sabihin siya ay another classification of sentence, which is yung nabanggit natin kanina pag bibigay ng command, siya ay imperative. Okay. Number 3, December 7, 1953 was a Monday. So, true or false? So, depende, no? So, pag chinek nyo yung calendar during that year, pag siya ay Monday, ibig sabihin, true yung sagot niya. Pag hindi siya Monday, di false. So, this can be solved by true or false. So, meaning siya ay isang proposition. Okay? Then yung next, when will you submit your project? So, an example of a question. So, pag may question siya ay, example lang, interrogative. So, meaning siya ay hindi preposition. And we have the last one. 5 plus 3 is equals to 8. And 12 minus 7 is equals to 5. True or false? So, pwedeng maging true. Pero pag tingnan natin, true naman talaga yung sagot, no? Pero, kung halimbawa sinabi kong 12 minus 6 is equals to 5, so, it can be also answered by true or false. Siyempre, false yung magiging sagot niya. Pero ang concern natin is kung siya ay isang type of proposition. Okay? Kaya ito ay isang proposition. So, for this example, the numbers 1, 3, and 5 are all propositions. Okay? Next, yung statement. So, statement sa ibang book is defined as declarative sentence that can be either true or false. So, ito na nga yung more commonly known natin na proposition, no? Okay? So like for example, all cars are red. So true or false? So it may be true, pero alam naman natin na di lang naman pula ang kulay ng sasakyan. So it can be false. Okay? So like for example sa number 2, so ibig sabihin, dito, statement siya na pwede mong i-answer ng true or false. Okay? Or one or zero. So kasi minsan, especially mamaya, kapag true, one ang value natin, or kapag false, zero siya. So sa subject sa computer, di ba sa binary, ginagamit niya yung 1, 0. So, gagamitin din natin yan ngayon dito. Kasi logic yung pinag-usapan natin. Then second example, milks are white. So alam naman natin may ibang kulay ng milk kapag halimbawa yung ah, mga almond milk, hindi siya generally white lang, siya medyo brownish white siya. So it may be true or false pa din. Then next is yung humans are just fish with legs, true or false. So syempre, false yun ano. Pero as I've said, lahat ng questions na to are can be answered by true or false. So meaning siya ay isang proposition. Okay? So, ito parang katulad nung kanina, ah, parang another reference ko nakuha 'to na inaano lang ulit yung ibang classification na pag question siya, so interrogative 'to, and kapag imperative siya is may command siya, okey? So yun na yung na-discuss natin kanina. So, okey. So syntax naman kapag, ah, ginamit natin sa propositional logic, 'no? So yung mga propositions natin, yung mga statement natin and that can be answered by true or false can be denoted with capital letters. Okay? So halimbawa, we have two example. Yung ano ko ay studied hard, tapos I aced the exam. So dalawang statement siya. So lowercase letters used for general propositions that have no meaning. Okay? So kung yung ano is yung mismong given statement is hindi siya nagko-convey ng sense o doesn't have any meaning, lowercase, or depende na rin sa pagkakagamit sa question, no? So, sa pag ah, sa pag-identify ng propositional logic, meron tayong tinatawag na connectives. So, yung connectives is ginagamit natin to combine yung meaning ng one preposition to another preposition. So, like for example, kung ito lang yung anong statement mo, I studied hard. Ano naman kung you studied hard, okay? So, kasi ito I aced the exam, ano naman kung na-ace mo yung exam. So, you need a connector or connective na ginagamit para mapag-combine natin yung dalawang statement na yan. So, yung connectives natin, meron tayong 5 na connectives. So, basically, meron pa yung iba. Pero sa higher logic subject na yun for computer engineering students or sa ibang field, no, sa philosophy, usually ginagamit yan. Pero ito, so type ng connectives na discuss natin is 5 lang. So we have negation, conjunction, disjunction, conditional or implication, tsaka biconditional or material equivalence. Okay? So isa-isahin natin. So negation, so yung symbol natin pag negation is a curly dash ang tawag. I forgot kung ano yung specific term para sa kanya. Pero basta yung symbol niya is curling dash. Okay? Or minsan, meaning niya is not. Okay? So, negation of a given statement is a statement that is false whenever the given statement is true. Okay? False whenever the statement is true and true whenever the given statement is false. Ibig sabihin, pag pinapahanap yung negation niya, kunin mo yung kabaliktarin niya. Halimbawa, yung statement mo is Herbert is good. So, pag kinuha mo yung negation niya, Herbert is not good. So, yung ano niya, kung magkakabaliktaran niya. Or pwede, it is not the case that Herbert is good. So, basically, Ito, mas mahaba lang yung sense, pero same siya nung sense nito. Na kapag ina natin sa negation, nilalagay lang natin ang word na not. Okay? So, depende sa construction ng sentence, no? Kasi minsan, syempre kung parang wrong grammar ang yung dating, ah, mas binibigyan natin ng mas magandang form, no? Okay? So, basta pag negation, not, or nire-reverse na yung condition ng mismong sentence natin. Okay? Next is conjunction. Yung symbol niya is yung hat sign. Okay? Tapos ang meaning niya ay and. Okay? So, pag may meron tayong two propositions, pag pinag-connect natin, halimbawa yung first proposition natin, today is Friday. Halimbawa, ito yung unang proposition natin. Okay? Halimbawa, A. Ito yung isang kasunod natin. Isang proposition natin. So, para mapag-connect siya, gumamit tayo ng and. Okay? So, halimbawa, giniven lang sa inyo is, today is Friday. Ito yung first statement, o yung proposition. Then yung kasunod is, tomorrow is Saturday. Okay? So, paano mo siya pagkoconnectin? Di, yan. Pag pinag-connect siya, conjunction yung pag-usapan natin. So, yung symbol gagamitin natin later sa pag yung theoretical approach na tayo. Yung mathematical approach, no? So, dito is, inano lang muna natin yung from sentences kung paano siya convert, no? Okay? Next is disjunction. Disjunction is yung kabaliktaran ng hat sign or dito, okay? Or meaning niya is or. Okay? So, halimbawa, meron kayong two propositions again. Well, yung una mong proposition is I will pass the board exam. Tapos, yung kasunod is I will be promoted. So, gumamit ka ng or. So, sabihin kung ang proposition mong una is, yan, ba, tinawag mo yung una as A, I will pass the board exam. As gawin mong next yung I will be promoted. O in symbol, pwede mong sabihin itong sentence na to as A, B, B. So, ang ibig sabihin itong A, B, B nito, I will pass the board exam or will be promoted. Okay? So, balikan natin to. So, try natin to, i-set natin as A, i-set natin yung B. So, in symbol, magiging in symbol nito, para magamit natin yung symbol si A hat B. So, pag nakita kayo nito, tapos ang declaration ng sentences o yung proposition na A at B ay itong given natin, in-assume natin to. So, yung pag nakita kayo ng gantong symbol, ibig sabihin niya is ito. Today is Friday and tomorrow is Saturday. Okay? Dito sa negation, bawa gawin natin Herbert is good. Gawin natin yun yung statement A natin. So, kapag negation yung gagawin natin para masabi natin Herbert is not good, simply, ang symbol niya is ganyan lang. Negation of A. So, ibig sabihin nito, ang ibig sabihin nitong term na to is itong term na to or itong term na to. Okay? Next, we have conditional or implication. So, yung symbol niya is a arrow going to the right. Ang meaning niya, if dot dot dot. So, ibig sabihin may statement sa loob nun, then dot dot dot. Okay? So, two simple propositions that are connected using the words if and then. So, for example, yung statement natin, you will recite the poem. Ito yung unang statement natin. Sabihin natin A. Then yung kasunod is you will pass the oral exam. Ito yung B. So using symbol nung conditional or implication natin. So if and then, so in-identify natin na proposition A, so you will recite the exam, as you will pass the oral examination as yung proposition B natin. So in symbol, pag meron kang A, arrow B, Ang ibig sabihin niya is yung sentence na 'to, okay? Yung buong sentence na 'yon. So the statement between the if and then is called the antecedent of the conditional, okay? So the sentence that follows then is called the consequent, okay? So ito sabihin si proposition A si antecedent, no? So si antecedent natin is si A, then si consequent natin ay si B, okay? Next is yung biconditional or material equivalence. So, in reality, wala tong box ha. Yung pag sinaselect ko lang yung symbol kasi sa PowerPoint, may box na lumalabas pero dapat double-headed arrow lang siya. Okay? Ang meaning naman niya, if and only if. So, these are conjunction of two conditional statements where the antecedent and consequent of the first statement have been switched in the second statement. Okay? So, kaya biconditional yung tawag, no? Conjunction of two conditional statement. So, yung example niya, so if two sides of a triangle are congruent, then the angle opposite them are congruent. Yung second example, if two angles of a triangle are congruent, then the sides of the opposite them are congruent. Okay, so them are congruent. Okay. So, ano nangyayari dito? So, if two sides of the triangle are congruent, then the angle opposite them are congruent. If two angles of a triangle are congruent, then the sides opposite them are congruent. So, yung sa first sentence, ang pinag-usapan natin is yung side and yung angle opposite them. Then, kapag yung sa number 2 is yung angle, then yung side naman yung pinag-usapan natin. So, ano natin uh, ipapakita in symbol. So, pwedeng two sides, ito yung maging preposition natin. Two sides of a triangle are congruent. Tawagin natin A. Then the angle them are congruent. So, angle opposite them are congruent. So, opposite nung side na yun. Okay? So, ibig sabihin in symbol, if and only if, so, mag-exist lang siya. Meron lang yung magiging congruent lang yung angle opposite nung side kapag satisfy niya yung A or vice versa, yung A na satisfy niya si B. Okay? Kaya double-headed arrow siya. So, dito pwede din naman. Tawagin natin C. Tapos, sides opposite them are congruent. D. So, C. So, if two angles of a triangle congruent to yung C, then the side opposite them are congruent. So, yun yung D naman. So, if and only if. So, dapat maging yung statement natin is kailangan mag-exist kapag satisfy lang na yung isang proposition niya. Okay? So, in summary, okay, wait lang, camera ng ano yung screen share. Okay, baka meron lang ng technical difficulty. Okay, going back. So, yan. So, yan yung biconditional natin. Okay. is yung summary lang ng symbol and yung meaning na pinag-usapan natin, no? So, ito lang yung kailangan natin tandaan later on. So, next is example application na. So, translate natin yung following into English. So, yung given na symbol natin is R hat P, tapos may arrow Q hat S. So, may meaning tayo ng mga letters na yun. So, we have P, Q, R, and S. So, ibig sabihin nung P, I cheat. Q, I will get caught. R, I write an exam. And S, I will fail. Okay? So, yung pag-solve ng ganito, pagta-translate, so, kailangan, tingnan nyo muna uh, pinakalabas ng mismong uh, given logic natin na symbol. So, pag tingnan natin, ito is isang group, then second group, then naka-connect siya by, conditional na connective. Na ang meaning niya, kapag arrow siyang ganun, is if, tsaka then. So, meaning, ang first word natin, if, tapos meron tayong then. Okay? Then, sa loob nung, before, before mag-then, yung if natin is r hat p. Yung r hat p natin, okay? So, pag chinek natin, ang R natin is I will write an exam. Tapos P, okay, I cheat. So, ibig sabihin, if I write an exam, then yung hat natin, ibig sabihin, di ba? Ibig sabihin ng symbol na to is and I cheat. Okay? So, meaning, ito yung R natin, ito yung P. Okay? Yung connective natin na hat. Okay? Next is yung then, kasunod niya is yung group na to, yung QNS natin na group. So, pag then niya, ang Q natin is I will get caught, then I will fail. So, hat din yung nasa kanya. So, then I will get caught and I will fail. Okay? So, yung first statement natin na to is yung Q. Then ito yung magiging S natin. Then ito yung hat natin na symbol. Okay? So, pag tinanong or kapag may given na gantong statement o gantong logical value, ang ibig sabihin yan daw is if I write an exam and I cheat, then I will get caught and I will fail. Okay? So, yun yung meaning na yan. So, pwedeng, halimbawa, depende sa given na connective natin, ma-identify, makakapag-create kayo ng whole sentence, no? So, based from this uh, connective nung yung statement natin o yung uh, combination ng statement natin, nakakuha tayo ng isang sentence na ito yung meaning. Okay? Another example, so we have, baliktad naman natin. So from sentence naman, gawin naman natin siyang gawin natin by symbol siya. Okay? So nakalagay dito, if James does not die, then Mary will not get any money and James's family will be happy. Okay? So, una yung tingnan is yung mga connectives natin. So, sabi ko nga lang yung connectives natin para meron tayong guide. Okay? So, we have yung connective natin. So, lagay natin dito as a guide task. Ayan. So, if James does not die, and Mary. So, ang una ko nakikita is meron tayong if, tsaka meron tayong then. So, alam natin na meron tayong conditional doon. Okay, so base dito, conditional yung if and then. Then, ano pa nakikita ko? Meron tayong not dito. So, pag may not tayo, siya ay negation. No? Tapos, ah meron ulit ditong not. So, negation ulit. Meron ditong and. So, siya ay conjunction. Okay? Then, yun na. So, ngayon, next natin identify is kung ano yung mga proposition natin, yung mga statement na kailangan natin lagyan ng connectives na yun para ma ano natin, ma-transfer o ma-change natin into symbol yung given statement natin. So, yung sa first one, if and then. So, alam natin, meron tayong meron tayong propositional ah, so meron tayong arrow diyan ano para dun sa if and then. Then yung nasa left side ng arrow na yun, James does not die. So may not doon. So para maging kabaliktaran siya nung not, dapat James die, no? So lagay natin halimbawa yung first na tawagin kong A, ang A natin is James die. James dies, okay? So para pag kinuha ko yung negation niyan, negation ng A, ibig sabihin James does not die, no? Okay? So medyo na iba yung form. Pwedeng sabihin nyo, ba't hindi sabihin na not James died o not James dies. So again, ang gusto nating sabihin is i-reconstruct natin yung sentence to make it more grammarly correct. No? Kaya hindi siya yung automatic na yun yung makukuha nyo. And then, so meron tayong isa, so meron tayong A, so does not die, so ibig sabihin, before mag-then, ito lang yung symbol natin, negation ng A. Okay? Next, Mary will not get any money. So, Mary will not get any money. So, may negation ulit tayo. So, pwede sabihin natin, ang B natin is equals to Mary will get money. No? So, pag negation natin yung term na yun, Mary will not get money. Okay? So, which is the same as nung given natin doon. So, pwedeng, yun na yung maging isang symbol natin after ng then. Pero pag titignan nyo, may end siyang kasunod. So, hindi nyo pwedeng sabihin agad na lalagay nyo agad dito yung B. No? So, ang kasunod nyo, may nag-end siya. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan meron tayong kasama o kagroup dun sa statement na yun. So, yung kagroup natin dapat is James's family will be happy. So, pwedeng tawagan na lang natin na C yun, no? So, James's family will be happy. Okay? So, and since end yung ginamit natin, again, ang end is yung conjunction. So, ito is hat C. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito na yung hinahanap nating symbol nung anong yan, statement na yan. Okay? So, kumbaga, mas napapaikli natin yung representation ng given statement by using connective and symbol. Okay? Next is ito. So, another application lang to. So, parang pinahaba lang to. So, same lang to. So, translate the following sentences given the following statement. So, meron tayong P, Q, R, and S. So, sa first one natin, sabi, if the sun is shining, so meron tayong if, tapos I shall play tennis this afternoon. Okay? So, nakalagay sa kanya yon. So, mangyayari, ah, kapag nag-sun yung shine, then mag-play siya ng tennis. So, again, iba lang yung form niya, pero parang if then yung kino-convey niya. No? So, pwede dito, meron tayo ditong the sun is shining. So, ibig sabihin ito ay R. Then, I shall play tennis. Okay? So, yun yung Q. Okay? So, in symbol, so since conditional siya, or kailangan masatisfy niya yung nasa if niya, yung antecedent niya, ang symbol nito is R, Q. Okay? Even if the sun is shining, then I shall play tennis in the afternoon. Okay? Next, number 2, finishing the writing of my computer program before lunch is necessary for my playing tennis this afternoon. Okay? So, nangyari, finishing the writing of my computer program before lunch is necessary for my playing tennis this afternoon. So, ang pwedeng antecedent nito or yung condition mo dito, if uh, so kailangan, di ba, parang may sinasatisfy condition. So, kailangan, ang masatisfy mo, ma-finish yung writing ng computer program mo. No? Ito yung kailangan mong satisfy na condition eh. So, ito is yung P natin, I finish writing my program before lunch. Okay? So, ito yung ano natin, letter P. Then, yung kasunod is playing tennis this afternoon. So, yun yung Q natin. So, since si P is yung condition na kailangan natin uh, ang kailangan natin kasi is i-satisfy natin muna si Q bago natin magawa si P. So, ito is baliktad siya. So, dapat Q pupunta kay P. Okay? So, if if I will play tennis in the afternoon, kailangan tapos yung computer program. So, yun yung kumbaga sa ibang term. Okay? Then yung last natin is low humidity and sunshine are sufficient for me to play tennis this afternoon. Okay. So, ang condition naman niya, kailangan ng satisfy niya muna low humidity, which is yung S natin. Then sunshine is yung R natin. So, may N tayong connective are sufficient for me to play tennis. Okay, to play tennis this afternoon. So, ito yung Q. So, kailangan satisfy mo na kung ano yung sinasatisfy, yun yung nasa unahan. So, kailangan low humidity, so S and R. Then, pag na-satisfy yun, tsaka mo lang magagawa yung ano. So, yun yung symbol niya, in symbol. Okay? So, ito yung answer natin for number 1. Answer natin for number 2. And ito yung answer natin for number 3. Okay? Next is about truth tables naman. So, truth tables is a table that tell us all possible outcomes of statements and connectives. So, recall natin na kapag ang statement natin can be either true or false. Okay? Pero dito sa truth tables, pag pinag-uusapan natin truth tables, more on 1 and 0 value lang tayo. Okay? So, all connectives take a truth value and output a truth value. Okay? So, start muna tayo sa negation. So, pag negation, so, halimbawa meron tayong statement na P. Okay? So, yung P nating statement, sabi nga natin, any statement yun, it can be true or false. So, pwede siyang maging true, pwede siyang maging false. Okay? So, ano yung negation ng true na statement natin? So, kabaliktaran ng true o ng 1 ay 0. Kabaliktaran ng 0 ay 1. Okay? Yun yung value niya kapag kinukuha yung negation. So, the proposition uh, negation P should not be true exactly when P is true and vice versa. So, yun yung pinakaano niya. Or ako mas consideration ko para mas matandaan ko siya. may mathematical approach tayo. So, halimbawa, meron tayo ng dalawang condition natin, 1 and 0. Makukuha ko yung value ng negation na P kapag 1 minus P. Kung ano yung value ni P dito. So, 1 minus 1 ay 0. So, 1 minus 0 is 1. So, negation pa din siya. Okay? So, 1 minus P. So, kung ano yung value ng first column natin. No? Okay? Next, we have conjunction. So, pag conjunction naman, since conjunction tayo, so kailangan two statement yung pinag-usapan natin. So, kung two statements siya, two propositions, so meaning, ilang combinations yung pwede nating magawa. So, sa pag-identify kung ilang combinations yung pwedeng magawa, ang formula natin is, kung halimbawa kung ilan yung number of rows, no? Ang formula ang gagamitin natin is to raise kung ilan yung statement. So, number of statements. Okay? So, for this example, ang statement natin is P at Q. So, yung number of statement natin, o yung preposition natin, yung proposition, sorry, is equals to 2. So, meaning 2 square is equals to 4. Kailangan natin ng 1, 2, 3, 4 na rows sa kanya. No? So, ano yung lalagay mo sa apat na rows na yun? So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng magkameron ka ng dalawang true P saka dalawang false na P. So yung combination niya, so pwedeng maging true yung pair niya, dahil maging false to, maging true, maging false. Okay? So yan yung mga possible combination niya kapag two statements siya. So pwede siya maging true, 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 false, false, true, saka false, false. Yun yung ibig sabihin niya, no? So true, true, false, true, false, false, true, and false, false. Okay? So sa conjunction, ang sabi niya dito, there is only one condition for P hat Q to be true, and that is when both statements are true. So, kailangan dito, pag parehas 1, 1, siya lang yung true. So, isipin dito, titingnan natin, 1, 1, tapos yung iba, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. So, ibig sabihin, ang true lang dyan is ito, then yung remaining tatlo is 0 na lahat. Okay? So, when both statements are true. So, ako ulit, may mathematical approach ulit ako doon. So, yung sa akin, kung meron kayong value na 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, so, kunin nyo yung minimum ng dalawa para makuha mo yung conjunction niya. So, titingnan mo, 1 and 1, ano yung minimum sa kanya? So, parehas, 1. Okay, 1. Next, 1 and 0, ano yung minimum sa kanya? Siyempre, 0. Next is 0 and 1, minimum niya is 0. 0. Then, yung last natin, 0 and 0, anong minimum niya? Siya ay 0. Okay? So, check nyo, parehas lang siya ng sagot, no? So, yung sagot natin dito, na 1000, equal din siya dito. Pero it's up to you kung saan kayo mas convenient, kung saan kayo mas madadalian, no? Kung dito kayo sa gantong arrangement na basta may 1, 1, yun lang yung true kapag conjunction. Tapos pag ano siya, yun yung gagawin nyo. Pag hindi siya parehas 1, 1, 0 siya. Pero ako, kinukuha ko is minimum ng statement. So, kung ano yung value niyan, tapos kunin ko yung minimum, yun yung ilalagay ko dito. Okay? Next is yung disjunction. So, sa disjunction, again, we have two given statements. So, 4 rows. So, same na lang to. No? Ito yung lahat ng combination na pwedeng mangyari sa kanya. Okay? So, sa disjunction naman daw, two statement is true if at least magiging true siya if at least one of the statement is true. Okay? So, at least one of these statement is true. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng isa lang yung maging 1 o parehas sila. Ibig sabihin dito, 1 and 1. So, at least one, o dito sa case na 'to, may dalawa tayong true. So, ibig sabihin ito ay true. Dito, 1 and 0. So, may isang true. So, siya ay true. Dito, may isa siyang true. So, siya ay true. Then yung last one, 0, 0, walang true, parehas false. So, ibig sabihin ito ay 0. Okay? Yan ako ulit sa mathematical approach. Meron ulit. Yung kanina maximum, ngayon is, yung kanina minimum, ngayon is maximum naman siya. So, max naman ng statement. So, max ng 1 and 1 is 1. Max ng 1 and 0 is 1. Max ng 0 and 1 is 1. Then max ng 0, 0 is 0. Okay, so again, same answer. Okay, next, implication and conditional. So, hindi ko na bago yung symbol, no? Pero dapat ang symbol nito is, wait lang. Okay, so dapat arrow yan, ano? So, magiging true lang daw yan. Ha? So, the only way that this can fail or pwede siyang maging false is kapag yung P is true while Q is false. Okay? So, sabi niya, false lang siya kung P is true while Q is false. So, tingnan natin kung saan nag-apply yun. So, P is true, dapat 1 si P. Okay. So, wait lang. Okay. So, ayusin ko lang ulit. Okay. So, kailangan P is true while Q is false. So, yung case na yun is dito lang siya, no? Sa second one. Yung P is true and Q is false. So, dun lang daw siya magpo-false. So, dun lang siya magpo-false, tapos lahat ay true na. Okay? Yung ibig sabihin niya. So, sa akin naman, kapag mathematical approach siya, so, kapag 1100, then ito will be 1010. Okay. So, yung sa akin naman, kapag nag-less than, pag naging mali yung, i-disregard nyo nga itong nakalagay dito. Disregard ito. So, magiging false siya kapag naging mali yung condition ng P and Q. Okay? So, pag tinanong is 1 equals to Q? So, okay. So, itatanong mo siya by statement kung less than or equal siya. Pag mali yung sagot, true siya. Pag false, edi false, no? So, is 1 less than or equal to 1? True. Okay? Kasi equal siya sa 1. Is 1 less than or equals to 0? False. Is 0 less than or equals to 1? True. Is 0 equals to 0? 1. Okay? So, same lang din. 1, 0, 1, 1. 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay? Then yun. Then ito, biconditional. So, kung mapapansin nyo, madami siya, no? So, kung yung mga terms, mas madadalian kayo sa terms, okay lang. Pero kasi mas nahihirapan ako pag yung sa term. At least pag mathematical approach yung tanda mo, mas nagre-retain sa akin. Okay? So, kaya, binigyan ko lang kayo ng choices. Okay? So, dito, magiging true lang siya whenever both parts have the same truth value. Okay? So, kapag same siya, kung pareha siyang false, tsaka pareha siyang true. So, dito, yung first row, tsaka yung last row lang yung magiging true natin kasi yun lang yung pareha siyang merong value. Yan to magiging 0, 0 na to. Okay? Then, yung mathematical approach naman, dito, same na lang din. No? If P is equals to Q, true siya. Okay? So, pag nag-equal yung value, magiging true na siya. Okay? So, pag equal, true. Pag hindi equal, di false na siya. So, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay? So, yun yung truth value para sa mga ah, lahat ng connectives natin. So, i-apply natin ngayon sa example. Okay? So, meron tayong not P or not and not Q. P, na, P hat not Q. Okay? So, paggawa niyan, dapat by step kayo. So, meron tayong P na statement. Meron tayong Q. Tapos meron tayong not P. Meron tayong not Q. Nakuha natin yon. Ang kasunod is yung P not P hat not Q. Then yung last natin is not P or yung P hat not Q. Okay. So start muna tayo sa P. So yung statement natin ng P and Q, katulad lang nung kanina. So 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. Tapos ngayon, not P. So by row yung pag-identify niya. So ibig sabihin, kukunin mo yung kabaliktaran ng value ni P. Kaya not P siya. So kung 1 siya dito, siya ay 0 dito. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay? So, 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay? Next is not Q. So, kabaliktaran ng column na Q. So, titingnan nyo is itong column na to ngayon. Okay? So, 0, 1, 0, 1. Next is P, P and Q. Okay? So, P and Q. So, P and not Q pala. So, ang titingnan yung column is itong P. Tapos, not Q natin, no? So, itong dalawa. So, 1, 0. So, di ba pag hat, gagamitin ko yung mathematical approach. Pag hat, siya ay yung minimum ng value, minimum. Pag siya ay or, siya ay max. Kapag siya ay yung conditional, siya ay is less than 1. Okay? Yung is less than equal to yung Q. Pag siya ay biconditional, so kailangan equal yung value niya para maging true. Okay? So, tingnan natin. So, P and not Q. So, again, itong column na to, first column and fourth column yung titingnan natin. So, kung narilito kayo, pwede nyo takloban yung two rows. Itong columns na to, two columns na to. Tatakloban nyo para makikita mo lang is itong column na to, saka itong column na to. Okay. So, 1 and 0, anong minimum nila? Siya ay 0. 1 and 1, minimum niya is 1. 0 and 0. 0 and 0, minimum niya is 0. Then, 0 and 1, ang minimum niya is 0. Okay? Then, last natin is yung not P. Not P na column. So, ito ay, kaya ko number, ito ay 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ito is 1, 1 and 4. Tapos ito is 3. Tsaka ito yung magiging number 5 natin, no? 5. Okay? So, titignan nyo ngayon is yung fifth column tsaka yung third column. Okay? Third and fifth column. So, or yung nakalagay, so kailangan maximum niya. So, 0 and 0, ang maximum niya is 0. 0 and 1, maximum niya is 1. Okay? 1 and 0, so maximum niya is 1. Then 1 and 0, maximum niya is 1. So, yung pinapahanap na truth values natin for each condition is itong given na to. Itong apat na answer natin. No? So, para magka-points kayo, kailangan yung arrangement niya 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay? Next. So, halimbawa ito naman. So, mas mahaba siya. No? So, ano lang naman is basta one at a time lang yung gawin nyo na para hindi kayo mahirapan masyado. So, P. Tapos meron tayong Q. Nakita ko, meron tayong not P ulit. Meron tayong not Q. And then, isa-isahin natin. No? So, pwede natin lagay dito yung P and not Q. Okay? Tapos dito, pwedeng kasunod kasi yung P or not Q. And ito is not P or Q. Okay? Lagyan ko ng label. Ito yung first, 2, 3, 4. Then, ito will be 1 and 4. So, tatawin ko itong 5. Then, itong isa is 1 and 4 ulit. Tatawin ko itong 6. Not P is 3. Tsaka Q. So, ito yung 7 natin. Kasunod is yung P or not Q papunta sa not P or Q. Okay? So, meaning ito ay yung column 6. Ito yung column 6. Then, ito yung column 7. Okay? So, tawagin ko itong kabuuan niya as column 8. Then, yung last natin is yung P at not Q. Tapos, naka-conditional siya sa column 8. Na? So, yung P not Q natin ay column 5. Okay? So, nilagyan ko lang ng ganyan para ma-locate nyo no, kung nasan tayo. Pinag-usapan natin. So, we have 1, 1, 0, 0, and 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay? So, not P. So, again, not P is inverse nung nakalagay dito sa value ng P. So, 1 magiging 0. 1 magiging 0. 0 magiging 1. 0 magiging 1. Okay, not Q. Inverse. 1 magiging 0. 0 magiging 1. 1 magiging 0. 0 magiging 1. Okay? Then, again, kapag hat ang pag-uusapan natin, and, ibig sabihin minimum. Minimum ng 1 and 4. Column 1 and 4. So, 0, 1 and 0, minimum niya is 0. So, 1 and 1, minimum niya is 1. 0 and 0, minimum niya is 0. And 0 and 1, minimum niya is 0. Okay? Next, 1 and 4. Pero, or naman yung ano niya ngayon. No? Or naman, so maximum naman tayo. Wait. Okay, so tama. Maximum naman. So, 1 and 4 pa din. So, this will be 1. So, 1 and 4. 1 and 1. So, maximum is 1. Then, 0 and 0. Maximum is 0. Then, 0 and 0. Maximum is 0. Okay. Next is table 3 and 2. So, itong dalawa. Tapos, ang ano natin is n. So, minimum. So, 1 and 0 is 0. Minimum. Minimum sa 0, 0. Minimum sa 1 and 1 is 1. Then minimum sa 0 and 1 is 0. Okay? Next is column 6 and 7. So 6 and 7 is ito. Magawa natin. So ang gagawin natin is conditional tayo. So sa conditional, kailangan tanong mo si 6 is less than or equal to 7. Okay? So kailangan mag-satisfy siya. Kung hindi, siya ay magiging false. So, is 1 less than or equals to 0? False. Is 1 less than equals to 0? False. 0 is less than equal to 1? True. 0 is less than equals to 0? True. Okay? Then last is 5 and column 8. So, ito yung 5, ito yung 8. Okay? So, since ito, conditional ulit, so comparing lang natin yung mismong values ng 5 and 8. So, tanong ulit natin kung less than or equal. Is 5 yung 0 less than or equal to 0? Yes. Is 1 less than or equal to 0? False. So, is 0 less than to 1? True. Is 0. Okay. Wait. Namali akong tingin. Okay. So, 0 less than to 1. So, siya ay true. Okay. So, ang need na i-verify is dapat yung last column mo is 1, 0, 1, 1. So, imagine kung nagkamali ka dito pa lang sa simula, sa part na to, affected yung buong values mo. So, you need to be very careful and you need to be very informed kung ano yung symbol na ginamit, no? Okay? So, yung last na topic natin for this session is yung tatawag natin tautology tsaka contradiction. So, tautology ang tawag sa kanya kapag yung lahat nung lumabas nung final value mo sa column mo is lahat is true. Okay? Then kapag sa contradiction naman siya, lahat siya ay false. Okay? So, meaning dito sa last part natin, kapag dito, halimbawa, tautology siya pag siya ay 1 lahat. And kapag 0 siya lahat, contradiction ang tawag. Then kapag naman, ano siya, neither puro false siya contradiction, tulad nito, merong false na isa, so hindi siya tautology, no? Ibig sabihin, itong klaseng gantong final answer is a contingent. Okay? So let's try another set of examples. So I hope i-practice nyo kung paano mag-solve nung mga table na to, no? So kasi this will be definitely in your examination. Okay? So P and Q. So we have 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay? So ano nakikita natin? So wala tayong not ngayon. Mula sa loob, ito muna, no? P, conditional Q. Then kasunod natin is yung kasunod na sa loob P, P conditional Q. Okay? Then yung last natin is yung P, P conditional Q, conditional Q. Okay? So again, lagyan ko lang siya ng numbering para ma-identify nyo. So, yung 3 to, or combination siya ng 1 and 2. Then dito is combination siya ng 1 saka ng 3. Tawagin kong 4. Then dito is combination siya ng 1. Tapos naka-end, hindi. Ito is, ano na pala to, itong buong statement na to ay 4. Then, kinompare siya sa 2. Sa 2, tawagin ko tong column 5. Okay? So, let's start. So, P conditional Q. So, dapat yung less than equal to. Okay? So, what is 1 less than equal to 1? True. Is 1 less than 0? Less than equal to 0? False. So, is 0 less than or equal to 1? 1. 0 less than or equal to 0 is true. Okay? The next, 1 and 3 table now. So, 1 and 1. So, ang ano natin is nakahat tayo. So, minimum na tong table. First column tsaka third column. So, 1 and 1. So, 1, minimum dito sa dalawa is 1. Minimum doon sa kasunod, 0, 0, 0. Okay? Then last is yung table, yung column, 4 and 2. So, 4 muna yung titingnan mo bago yung 2. Okay? Kaya mahalaga yung arrangement, no? Baka gawin nyo 2 at 4. So, malilito kayo, no? Lalo't conditional yung connective natin. So, yung meaning ng 2 at 4 is different sa 1 at sa 4 at 2. Okay? So, dito, 4 muna bago kay Q. So, yung first question natin is 1 less than or equals to 1. True. As is 0 less than or equals to 0. True. Is 0 less than to 1 equal to 1. So, true. So, is 0 less than or equal to 0. True. Okay? So, final answer natin is lahat nag-true. So, therefore, siya ay example ng tautology. Okay? Okay? Next. Okay? Binago lang yung notation, pero same pa din yan. So, A and B. Then, pasok kayo dun sa loob ng parenthesis. Kailangan natin ng not A, not B, hindi kailangan. So, kasunod na natin is ito. So, not A, conditional B. And then, A, conditional, not A, conditional B. Then, yung last natin is not A. Okay. So, ito yung first row, first column, second column, third. Then, ito is yung third natin with second column. So, ito yung fourth column. Then, first column with fourth column. Ito yung fifth column natin. And then, ito yung fifth column natin. So, 6. Okay. So, we have 1, 1, 0, 0. So, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. So, pag automatic, pag dalawang statement lang yung given, pwedeng laging yan yung simula, no? Yung 1, 1, 0, 0, tsaka 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. Para hindi na kayo nalilito or nagka-question kung bakit yun yung naging simula. So, again, nilagay natin yan kasi kailangan natin ng lahat ng combination ng statement, lahat ng possible outcome, no? So, parehas magto-true yung statement, true yung A pero false yung B, false yung A pero true yung B, pero yung kasunod, pinakahuli is false lahat. Okay? Okay. So, let's start. So, not ng A. So, tingnan ko kung kaya niyong mapalabas, no? Without me pointing the laser. So, not A. Kunin lang natin yung sa row 1, tapos not none. Okay? So, ito magiging 0, 0, 1, 1. The next, 3 at 2. Table 3 and 2. Conditional is 0 less than 1. True. Yes, true. True. Is 1 less than 0. False. Okay? Then next is 1 and 4. So, 1 and 4, conditional ulit. So, 1 less than equal to 1. True. 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 Okay? Then, kunin lang daw natin yung negation ng fifth row. So, 0, 0, 0, 0. So, lahat false yung sagot. So, therefore, ito ay, ang tawag, siya ay contradiction. Pag always false. Okay? So, therefore, contradiction siya. Okay? Then, another example, last example. So, we have A and B ulit. So, meron tayong not A. Then, sa loob niya, meron tayong A, conditional B. Then, we have not A biconditional. Okay, then last is A conditional, not A biconditional, A conditional B. Okay, so 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So not A is 0, 0, 1, 1. So lagyan natin para may guide ulit kayo. So ito is 1 and 2. So column 4. Not A is 1. Okay, sorry. It's 3. Then ito is yung 4. So ito yung column 5 natin. Then ito is yung 1 biconditional kay column 5. So ito yung 6 column natin. Okay. So next is 1 and 2 biconditional. So 1, 0, 1, 1. So verify nyo lang or please review kung bakit. No? Next is 3 and 4. Then biconditional. So pag biconditional, kailangan equal lang yung value. Pag hindi equal, false siya. No? Then last natin is 1 and 5. So 1 and 5. So magiging sagot natin is ito, 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay? So since hindi siya tautology, hindi siya contradiction, so therefore siya ay sample ng contingent. No? Okay? Contingent. So that ends our lecture for today. So please practice yung mga given tables. I'll be posting an activity na pwede kayo mag-practice nung mga truth table natin. Hanapin nyo yung value, no? Para mag-practice kayo. So your examination will be this Friday. So good luck.